Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the different performance modes in Fortnite. So we're going to be looking at the normal performance mode, DX11 and DX12. The way I'm going to be measuring this is I have a monitor from Alienware that basically has a system latency module built in, so it can tell me exactly how much latency I'm getting from the click of the mouse all the way through to the machine and when it appears on the screen. And I've basically, the way I've tested this is I've shot 25 times, so every time I hit left click it measures the input delay. And I've done that 25 times, 3 times over, so 75 times for each performance mode. And I basically just tallied them up and seen which one gives me the most consistent lowest delay. And then I've got the mean of which one is the lowest delay by sort of measuring them all together. So let's jump straight into the video, guys. I hope you enjoy this one. This one took a little bit to get done, but it wasn't too difficult. So I've just taken all the results and basically clumped them into one number so we can find out exactly how much faster each performance mode is compared to each other. So the DX11 comes out third at 7.9 average milliseconds in terms of input delay. DX12 comes out second at 7.3, so that's 0.6 milliseconds consistently faster over 75 tests compared to DX11. And then performance mode comes out at 6.87, which is another half a millisecond knocked off from DX12. So I mean, the results speak for themselves, guys. If you want to use DX12 in game, I'd probably recommend that if you're a competitive player and you want to see the zone and you want to have a really consistent consistent experience, because DX12's results were just really consistent within 0.1 millisecond over 75 tests. And then the performance mode, if you are a creative warrior and don't need to worry about zones and stuff like that, performance mode is going to be the best because it's running another half a millisecond faster than DX12. And it was also very, very consistent. The only one that I can't recommend at the moment is DX11. Only because, I mean, the only person I would probably recommend DX11 for is people who maybe have older hardware, but don't want to deal with performance mode visuals. Apart from that, if you're a competitive player, DX12 seems to be the one to go for. So let's jump into how I was able to test the performance modes. So I have an Alienware 360Hz monitor, which you can check out the review for on my channel, which has a latency module built in. And basically what it does is it's able to test exactly how much delay there is from the mouse through my PC and then onto the monitor. And it's able to do that by using the latency module that I think NVIDIA made and then sort of work together with the monitor companies to implement them into the monitor. But anyway, what that basically allows me to do is to basically, every time I do a click on the mouse, it's able to tell me how much input delay was in each click. And what I did was for each performance mode, I did that test 75 times. And then I averaged them out to basically give you guys the results you're going to see today. So for DX11, I was able to see a relatively consistent result. So the first test of 25 was 8.1 milliseconds. The second test of 25 was 7.5. And the last test was 7.9 milliseconds. So relatively consistent. Not amazingly so, but it was decent. Now, if we look at the DX12 results, it was 7.2, 7.3 and 7.3 milliseconds. Now that is crazy consistency, and I would have never thought I would see so much consistency from DX12, seeing as it doesn't use exclusive full screen. And just as a disclaimer, I had exclusive full screen enabled on both performance mode and DX11 to basically push them to their limits and see how they do at their best. But it looks like, using DX12 isn't going to hinder you at all, and if anything, if you have new hardware, you're going to get more FPS. So and then with the performance mode, so that's just cool performance mode on Fortnite, I had a result of 6.7, 6.9, and then 6.9. So about another half a millisecond chopped off from the DX12 results. And I'll go into what that means for you as a player and how you should choose your different, performance modes later on in the video. But man, performance mode's looking good in terms of creative, but the visuals seem to get hindered. And DX12, damn, it's looking really, really good. DX11's looking a little bit slacking at the moment. It used to be better, but maybe they've worked more on DX12 in the past few months. And maybe they've, had a chance to really get DX12 well tweaked and working well, because it seems to be working really well in the system latency department and the input latency. So, I mean, the results speak for themselves, guys. If you're a creative warrior, you need to be using performance mode. You're going to get the lowest delay. And if you are a competitive player and you're on newer hardware, I'd suggest going for the DX12. DX11, I thought it was going to be the best. I thought it was going to come out on top overall, but DX11 has surprised me, and I would say for anyone with older hardware, DX11 could be something to consider, especially if you have issues with DX12. But if you're on newer hardware, 20 series graphics cards and up, I would probably say that DX12 is going to be the one for you if you're a competitive player. And I mean, I was quite surprised by these results, but hey, you can't really argue with numbers. So Anyway, guys, I just wanted to get something out quickly for you. I've been having a few health complications recently, so just trying to work through them and also get some content out. So I apologize for the delay. But anyway, I hope you have a good rest of your day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.